I'll start off by saying that I am a student right now of interior design. So I feel very fortunate to have this introduction early on about this holistic approach to interior design. I'm not at the stage yet where I'm sitting with clients and going through the process yet. So being introduced to it this way, what that would look like is, I feel like, so informative to me and the path that I intend on taking, because trying to understand people, and what Amy says is first you should try to understand yourself. And I think that's great advice, because you can't convince someone else of something that you don't know is true for yourself even. So getting advice on an approach to sit with clients and really understand them so that you're designing for their lifestyles and for them as people versus, coming in with your own big ideas about what you think design or style is. She's given us tools to understand your client, to know who they are, and to know best how to design for them, not just via aesthetics. I feel fortunate to have been able to be here and learn from Amy. She's clearly super knowledgeable and has dedicated herself to understanding the psychology and the neuroscience behind the holistic approach. Here today, I am someone who's just getting into the industry in the design field, and I feel like it's super beneficial to me. And then there were other designers here, already interior designers, already people working with clients that I know through conversation took away things that they're going to use with their clients now. So both, I think, valuable information for both.
This was a very deep workshop. Honestly, she covered everything from science to spirituality, and I really appreciated that because those two go hand in hand, or some things that science can't prove as far as spirituality, and she connected those things, such as your well-being and how your personality, the way it's designed, can affect the way you like your room or your home overall. I really appreciated how she went in about the textures and the materials that are used in a space that can help an individual to heal themselves or make them feel more productive. It's a whole body effect that can happen there, and I enjoyed it.
Well, the experience was fantastic. I'm super excited, and there are so many learnings that I got out of this today that I'm going to go and apply it right away within my practice. One of the biggest challenges that we have, that I have been having as an interior designer, is to be able to dig deeper to really understand what a client's aesthetic is, so that when I deliver a proposal, it's something that they'll feel happy with and be in love with. And I think that one of the key challenges is that you can't really get to the root of it if you're asking the client the question of what is your aesthetic, because people who work outside of this industry or live outside of this industry don't necessarily understand it, and it's very difficult to articulate it. So what I really loved about what we learned today is that I have some really practical tools to understand people's personalities and to understand how people relate and interact with the world, and that is going to give me a tremendous amount of fodder for me to be able to create an aesthetic and create a design that is going to not only resonate with them, but it's also going to improve their lives. I want to dig deeper into all of the individual modules within this. I want to dig deeper into color. I want to dig deeper into light, and I think we could do just 4 hours focusing on one specific area. I think there's a lot of stuff to work with. I would recommend it to people who are interested in making improvements in their home and don't know where to start. I think that the most important thing, first of all, is understand yourself and understand how it is that you interrelate with your environment, because that's going to help you make much better decisions than if you do what people typically do, which is follow trends and look at magazines.
I met Amy once before, and I don't really know. I knew that she was taking a class with Amy through UM online, and she told me that she was a very good person, that she had a wealth of knowledge. And so I met her at one of the previous events that she had at Vondom. She was talking about biophilic design. Thought it was very inspirational. So I think that together will help us create more harmony in our space. We live together in an apartment, like here in Miami Shores, and the apartment is a beautiful open space. We love natural light. We love natural materials.
Yeah.
We both have each other's own spaces, and we work together on a lot of things. And I think our space is really beautiful as it is right now, but there are definitely some aspects that I have noticed within the presentation, like talking about how it's important to have your own space to meditate, to ground yourself, to come back to yourself, because we're together all the time. So sometimes we can overlap in that sense, but respecting each other's spaces and having your own time to be creative and having a space to come back to yourself, even though you're in the same home, is super important. So yeah, I think Amy has a wealth of knowledge. She's a very down-to-earth person.
To have Amy in your community, she's so beautiful. The day I met her, I already, like say, you can remember easy what she teaches. An amazing teacher to start with, and she inspires you a lot to get better and better. So that's why I decided to start my interior design career now after very, very long time. It's been sleeping there. So yes, yeah. Thank you.